My beloved child. There is a reason your eyes stopped here today. Out of millions of voices, millions of distractions, millions of moments that could have pulled you somewhere else, you were led here. Not by accident. Not by coincidence. Something higher has been arranging this moment long before you pressed play. And listen carefully. Don't skip. Because what is about to unfold in your life will not happen twice. You have been carrying questions nobody else could answer. Silent battles. Hidden tears. Nights where your heart felt heavy for no clear reason. You smiled in front of people while secretly wondering if anyone truly understood what you were carrying inside. But heaven saw everything. Every silent cry. Every disappointment. Every time you almost gave up but still found the strength to continue. And today, a message is being placed directly into your spirit. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. You thought you were being ignored. You thought the delay meant rejection. You thought the closed doors meant the story was over. But what if the delay was protection? What if every setback was preparing you for a moment so powerful that it would change everything all at once? There are seasons in life where nothing makes sense while you are inside them. The waiting feels endless. The silence feels cold. The confusion feels unbearable. Yet behind the scenes, invisible things are moving. People are being shifted. Doors are being aligned. Opportunities are being prepared. And while you were doubting yourself, heaven was already writing your next chapter. That uneasy feeling you have lately? That strange sense that something is changing? That pressure in your spirit? It is not random. You are standing at the edge of transformation. And the enemy of your peace knows it. That is why distractions have been stronger lately. That is why fear has been whispering louder lately. That is why some people suddenly walked away from you without explanation. Because not everyone is meant to enter the next season with you. Some were assigned only to the chapter you just survived. But hear this carefully. You are not losing people. You are being repositioned. Don't skip. This next part was meant specifically for you. There is someone watching right now who has been feeling exhausted beyond words. You've been trying to stay strong for everyone else while secretly feeling empty inside. You wake up tired. You overthink everything. You keep asking yourself when things will finally change. And today the answer arrives. Sooner than you think, the thing that has been delayed is about to move suddenly. Not slowly. Not little by little. Suddenly. One phone call. One conversation. One unexpected opportunity. One moment can shift an entire life. And what is coming toward you is bigger than what tried to break you. Do you understand? The pain was not pointless. The waiting was not wasted. The confusion was not punishment. You were being prepared for a level your old self could not carry. Because the truth is, you have underestimated who you are. You kept comparing yourself to others. You kept doubting your worth. You kept asking why your journey looked harder than everyone else's. But chosen ones are never shaped in comfort. They are shaped in fire. Every betrayal taught you discernment. Every delay taught you patience. Every lonely season taught you strength. And now, you are becoming unrecognizable to the fear that once controlled you. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because this next revelation may explain everything you have been feeling recently. Have you noticed how certain things no longer excite you the way they used to? Certain conversations feel empty now. Certain places feel strange now. Certain energies drain you immediately. That is because your spirit has outgrown environments that once felt familiar. You are changing. Your vision is changing. Your purpose is awakening. And when purpose awakens, comfort becomes uncomfortable. That restlessness inside you is not failure. It is a sign that your next chapter is calling you forward. But there is something you must understand before that door opens. Not everybody will celebrate your transformation. Some people only liked the version of you that doubted yourself. Some people only felt comfortable when you stayed small. Some people benefited from your silence. But your voice is returning now. Your confidence is returning now. Your clarity is returning now. And nothing frightens darkness more than a person who finally remembers who they are. Listen closely. The next few weeks may feel unusual. Unexpected signs. Unexpected meetings. Unexpected shifts. You may feel pulled towards something you cannot fully explain yet. Pay attention. Because heaven often whispers before it moves loudly. The opportunity you prayed for may arrive disguised as a challenge. The breakthrough you asked for may begin with discomfort. The blessing you waited for may appear in a form you did not expect. So do not panic when things begin changing around you. You prayed for elevation. But elevation requires separation from what can no longer follow you. And yes, there will be moments where you feel alone. But being alone is different from being abandoned. You have never truly been abandoned. Even in your darkest hour, you were being guided without realizing it. Think about it. You survived things that should have destroyed your peace completely. You recovered from moments you thought would break you forever. You made it through nights you never thought you could endure. And yet, here you are. Still breathing. Still fighting. Still hoping. That is not weakness. That is proof there is a purpose attached to your existence. Don't skip. Because what you hear next may be the confirmation you have been waiting for all this time. There is a blessing connected to your persistence. Not your perfection. Your persistence. You kept going while exhausted. You kept believing while confused. You kept moving while wounded. And heaven never ignores that kind of faith. A shift is approaching your life. A real one. Not temporary excitement. Not empty motivation. A genuine shift. The kind that changes how you think. How you walk. How you see yourself. How others see you. The kind of shift where people who overlooked you suddenly notice you. Where opportunities begin chasing you instead of avoiding you. Where peace enters your life in a way you have never experienced before. But before that happens, one final test often appears. Doubt. The voice that whispers, "What if nothing changes? What if I'm not enough? What if this message isn't really for me?" And that is the exact moment you must refuse to surrender. Because the greatest breakthroughs often arrive right after the strongest resistance. The pressure increases because your breakthrough is near. The confusion increases because clarity is near. The attacks increase because your elevation is near. And if you could see what is being arranged for your future right now, you would realize why the battle became so intense. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because this final part carries a message your spirit needs to hear today. You are not forgotten. You are not behind in life. You are not disqualified because of your past mistakes. Your story is still unfolding. And the chapter ahead of you carries more joy than the pain behind you. One day soon, you will look back at this season and realize something shocking. The moments that almost broke you were actually building the strength you needed for your destiny. Nothing was wasted. Not the tears. Not the waiting. Not the heartbreak. Not the silence. Everything was shaping you into the person you are becoming now. And that person is stronger than fear, wiser than before, more powerful than they realize. So walk into tomorrow differently. Lift your head differently. Speak differently. Expect differently. Because the season of surviving is ending. And the season of stepping into what was prepared for you has already begun. There is a moment in every chosen person's life when everything changes without warning. And the strange part? Most people miss that moment because they stop believing too soon. But you did not arrive here by accident today. Something inside you knew this message was waiting. Don't skip. Because what you are about to hear may explain why your spirit has been feeling different lately. For the last few days, maybe even weeks, you have felt a shift you could not describe. A strange pull. A quiet pressure. Moments where your heart suddenly became emotional for no reason. Moments where you felt disconnected from the world around you. That is not weakness. That is awakening. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because the next few minutes may unlock a truth you were never supposed to ignore. There are people watching this right now who have been secretly asking heaven for a sign. Not publicly. Not loudly. But silently. You asked in the middle of the night. You asked while pretending to smile. You asked while wondering if your life would ever truly change. And today, the answer has arrived. Listen carefully. The delay is ending. Read that again in your spirit. The delay is ending. The thing you thought would never move is about to move suddenly. And when it happens, it will happen faster than you expect. Doors that stayed closed for years can open in one moment. Pain that followed you for years can disappear in one season. Confusion that controlled your mind can break overnight. Never underestimate what heaven can change in a single moment. But before that breakthrough arrives, there is something you must understand. You were never ordinary. That is why your journey has felt different from everyone else around you. People misunderstood you. Some walked away from you. Some doubted your dreams. Some smiled in your face while secretly hoping you would remain stuck. Yet despite everything, you kept moving forward. That is what makes you different. Chosen people continue walking even while carrying invisible battles. And heaven notices that kind of endurance. Don't skip. Because this next revelation may be the reason you clicked on this video. There are blessings trying to enter your life right now. But fear has been standing at the door. Fear of failure. Fear of disappointment. Fear of hoping again after being hurt before. And slowly, without realizing it, you started expecting less from life. You started shrinking your dreams. You started convincing yourself that maybe greatness was meant for other people. But hear this clearly today. You were not created to live trapped inside fear. You were created to rise. And the reason life became difficult recently is because your next level requires a stronger version of you. Pressure creates strength. Silence creates wisdom. Waiting creates endurance. Nothing you survived was meaningless. Even the heartbreak taught you something. Even the rejection redirected you. Even the lonely seasons protected you from places and people that could not follow you into your future. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because what you hear next could completely shift how you see your current season. Right now, behind the scenes, things are being aligned in your favor. People are speaking your name in rooms you have never entered. Opportunities are moving closer to you. Answers are forming. Unexpected connections are preparing to appear. And while you have been worrying, heaven has been working. That is why you cannot give up now. You are too close. Closer than you realize. The enemy of your peace attacks hardest when breakthrough is near. That sudden exhaustion. That wave of doubt. That feeling of wanting to isolate yourself from everyone. Pay attention. Sometimes the greatest battles happen right before the greatest transformation. And if you quit now, you could miss the very moment your life was about to change. So keep going. Even if progress feels invisible. Even if nobody claps for you. Even if people misunderstand your silence. Your story is not over. In fact, it is finally beginning. There is someone watching right now who has almost lost confidence completely. You have questioned your value. Questioned your future. Questioned whether your prayers were even being heard anymore. But this message found you for a reason. You are being reminded today that your existence still carries purpose. You are still here because your assignment is not finished. Your best chapter has not passed. It is approaching. Don't skip. Because this next part is extremely important. Some of the people you lost recently were not removed to hurt you. They were removed because they could not go where you are headed. Not everyone can handle your elevation. Not everyone can understand your transformation. And sometimes separation is necessary before destiny appears. You kept asking why certain connections suddenly became distant. Why certain conversations felt empty. Why you no longer fit into places that once felt comfortable. Now you know why. Your spirit is evolving. Your vision is expanding. Your purpose is calling you higher. And when purpose calls, comfort begins to feel unfamiliar. Do not run back to environments that no longer match your future. The next season of your life requires clarity, discipline, faith, and the courage to walk forward even when the full picture is not visible yet. Because chosen people often receive the next instruction only after taking the next step. That is why faith matters. Not because you can already see everything, but because deep inside, you know something bigger is coming. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because the final message tonight may stay in your heart forever. Very soon, you are going to witness a shift that cannot be explained logically. The kind of moment where everything suddenly starts making sense. The kind of moment where the tears, delays, and disappointments finally reveal their purpose. You will realize you were never being punished. You were being prepared. Prepared for greater responsibility. Prepared for greater peace. Prepared for greater purpose. And when that realization fully reaches your spirit, you will never doubt yourself the same way again. So breathe deeply tonight. Stop speaking defeat over your future. Stop calling yourself forgotten. Stop believing the delay means denial. Your timing has not been ruined. Your story has not failed. Your breakthrough has not disappeared. Everything is unfolding exactly when it needs to. And one day soon, you will look back at this season and realize something unbelievable. The moment you almost gave up was the exact moment everything began changing in your favor. Tonight is not ordinary. There is a reason your spirit refused to scroll past this message. Something inside you recognized that this moment carries an answer you have been searching for without even knowing it. And before this message ends, something in your heart is going to shift. Don't skip. Because something huge is waiting for you. There are moments in life when heaven becomes quiet before doing something powerful. And many people misunderstand that silence. They think silence means abandonment. They think waiting means rejection. They think delays mean nothing is happening. But silence is often the season where unseen miracles are being prepared. And right now, your life is standing in one of those moments. You may not see movement yet. You may not understand what is changing yet. But deep inside, you can feel it. That strange feeling lately? That emotional pressure you cannot explain? That sense that your old life no longer fits you? Pay attention. Your spirit already knows what your eyes have not seen yet. A major shift is approaching. Stay till the end. Because what you hear next may explain why your journey has been so difficult compared to others. You were never meant to blend into ordinary living. That is why your path has been different. That is why people misunderstood your heart. That is why you experienced battles nobody else knew about. Chosen people often carry invisible assignments. And because of that, their preparation season feels heavier. You thought you were falling apart. But in reality, you were being rebuilt. Every lonely night strengthened you. Every disappointment sharpened your wisdom. Every closed door redirected your future. Nothing was random. Nothing was wasted. Even the moments you cried in silence carried purpose. Because there are things you can only learn in seasons where nobody else can rescue you except heaven. And look at you now. Still standing. Still searching. Still believing despite everything that tried to drain your faith. That is proof that your story is protected. Don't skip. Because this next revelation could change how you see yourself forever. There is a hidden reason why you have felt disconnected from certain people lately. You tried to force old connections to remain the same. You tried to hold on to conversations that no longer felt genuine. You tried to fit into spaces your spirit had already outgrown. But heaven was separating you for a reason. Not everyone assigned to your past is qualified for your future. Some people were only meant to teach you lessons. Some were only meant to strengthen your discernment. Some were only meant to remind you what you should never settle for again. And although those separations hurt, they created space for something greater to enter your life. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because this next part is not a coincidence. There is someone watching right now who has secretly been asking, when will my moment finally come? You have watched others succeed while feeling forgotten. You celebrated other people while silently wondering when your own breakthrough would arrive. You kept telling yourself to stay patient. But lately your heart has grown tired. Listen carefully now. Your waiting season is not permanent. A turning point is closer than you think. The opportunity. The restoration. The peace. The answer. It is moving toward you faster than you realize. And when it arrives, it will make sense why everything had to happen the way it did. Because some blessings require preparation before they arrive. If they arrived too early, they could destroy the unprepared version of you. So heaven slowed certain things down to protect your future. Read that again in your spirit. The delay protected you. Not every no was rejection. Some were rescue. Not every separation was loss. Some were alignment. Not every painful season was punishment. Some were transformation. And one day soon, you will thank heaven for doors that never opened. Because what is ahead of you is greater than what you begged to keep. Don't skip. Because what you hear next may become the confirmation your soul has needed for years. There are blessings attached to your endurance. Not your perfection. Not your popularity. Your endurance. You kept moving while exhausted. You kept showing kindness while carrying hidden pain. You kept trying again after disappointment. And heaven notices people who continue walking even when life becomes heavy. That strength inside you is rare. Most people quit too early. Most people surrender when the process becomes uncomfortable. But you kept going. And because you kept going, you are about to witness something extraordinary. The next season of your life will not look like the previous one. Your mind is changing. Your energy is changing. Your vision is changing. Soon, your environment will begin changing too. You are entering a season where clarity replaces confusion. Where peace replaces chaos. Where confidence replaces fear. Where purpose becomes louder than insecurity. And once that shift fully begins, the old version of you will no longer recognize itself. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because this final message tonight is extremely important. Do not allow temporary emotions to convince you that your future is empty. Some of the strongest people in history almost gave up before their breakthrough appeared. And right now, you may be standing only moments away from your own turning point. That is why you must protect your faith carefully. Protect your mind carefully. Protect your peace carefully. Not everyone deserves access to your energy during this season. Some people speak from fear. Some speak from limitation. Some project their own doubts onto your destiny. But your path was never designed according to their understanding. You were chosen for something different. That is why your spirit cannot settle for average living anymore. You feel it. You know it. Something inside you keeps whispering that your life carries deeper purpose. And that whisper is correct. You are not here merely to survive. You are here to transform. To grow. To inspire. To rise beyond every limitation that once tried to define you. And soon, very soon, you are going to witness a moment that changes how you see your entire journey. A moment where confusion turns into clarity. A moment where tears turn into gratitude. A moment where everything finally connects. And when that moment arrives, you will realize this truth. The battles did not come to destroy you. They came to reveal the strength heaven placed inside you all along. A powerful change begins the moment a chosen person finally realizes they were never forgotten. And tonight, that realization is getting closer to you. Don't skip. Because something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason your heart has been feeling restless lately. A reason your spirit refuses to feel comfortable in places that once felt familiar. A reason ordinary conversations suddenly feel empty. You are evolving. And when heaven begins preparing someone for a higher purpose, their spirit starts rejecting what no longer belongs in their future. That uncomfortable feeling you have been carrying? It is not failure. It is transition. Stay till the end. Because what you hear next could become the confirmation that changes your entire perspective. You have spent too much time questioning yourself. Too much time wondering if you were enough. Too much time replaying painful memories and blaming yourself for things that were never fully your fault. But listen carefully now. The chapter you survived was never meant to define your entire story. It was only preparation. The betrayal prepared you. The waiting prepared you. The disappointment prepared you. Even the silence prepared you. Because there are levels of wisdom that only pain can teach. And although those seasons exhausted you, they awakened strength inside you that comfort never could. Look at yourself honestly. You survived moments that once felt impossible. You carried burdens nobody knew about. You fought battles silently while still showing kindness to others. And somehow, even after everything, you are still here. That is not accidental. That is purpose. Don't skip. Because the next revelation may explain why your life has felt different from the people around you. Chosen people often walk through seasons that others cannot understand. While everyone else moves comfortably through life, chosen people feel pressure early. Responsibility early. Isolation early. Transformation early. Why? Because your future requires a stronger foundation. A stronger mindset. A deeper understanding. And heaven knew that one day people would look at your life and wonder how you overcame everything that tried to stop you. But a greater plan was still unfolding behind the scenes. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because this next part is extremely important. There is someone watching this who has secretly become tired of pretending to be okay. You laugh around people while carrying heaviness inside. You encourage everyone else while quietly losing hope yourself. You keep asking heaven for one sign that things are finally going to improve. And tonight, this is your sign. Your breakthrough did not disappear. Your blessing was not cancelled. Your purpose was not forgotten. There are things being aligned right now that you cannot yet see. Conversations are happening. Opportunities are shifting. Unexpected doors are preparing to open. And while you have been doubting your future, heaven has been arranging it. That is why you must not quit now. You are too close to surrender. Too close to stop believing. Too close to walk away from the very season you prayed for. Because sometimes the final moments before transformation feel the heaviest. The pressure increases. The doubts increase. The exhaustion increases. But so does the breakthrough. Do not let temporary emotions convince you to abandon permanent blessings. Read that again in your spirit. Do not let temporary emotions convince you to abandon permanent blessings. Don't skip. Because what you hear next may become one of the most important reminders of your life. Stop calling yourself unlucky. Stop believing your story is behind everyone else's. Stop speaking defeat over your future. Your timing is different because your assignment is different. Some people are blessed quickly. Others are built deeply before they rise. And deep foundations create lasting success. The waiting season built endurance inside you. The lonely season built wisdom inside you. The uncertain season built faith inside you. One day soon, all of it will make sense. You will understand why certain people had to leave. Why certain plans failed. Why certain doors stayed closed. Because if those old doors had opened, you may have missed the greater future waiting ahead of you now. That is the shocking truth many people discover too late. Sometimes rejection is heaven's redirection. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because this final message carries a once-in-a-lifetime revelation. The person you are becoming right now is not the same person you were 1 year ago. You think differently now. You see people differently now. You protect your peace differently now. You value your energy differently now. That is growth. And growth always feels uncomfortable before it feels beautiful. But soon, very soon, you are going to experience a moment where everything changes suddenly. A moment where clarity arrives all at once. A moment where the confusion breaks. A moment where your heart finally feels peace again. And when that day comes, you will realize something incredible. The delays were not destroying you. They were positioning you. The silence was not punishment. It was preparation. The hard seasons were not evidence that heaven abandoned you. They were evidence that heaven trusted you enough to build you for greater things. So tonight, breathe deeply. Stop carrying fear about tomorrow. Stop replaying old pain in your mind. Stop believing the worst chapter of your life defines your future. Because your story is still unfolding. And the next chapter will reveal strength, favor, peace, and purpose greater than anything you imagined before. One day people will ask how you survived everything that tried to break you. And the answer will be simple. You were chosen long before the battle ever began.